Okay, so hey everyone, there's another like collection purchase I made. There's quite a few things in here actually. So I'll just go through the little, I'll try to be a bit quick about it. Here's some Holos. They seem to be in decent condition. They're in these giant top loaders, which is actually pretty cool. And then I have some Holos here, which are like, wow, that's really beat up. Okay, I knew they were played, but this is really bad. Okay, that's quite unfortunate, but it's fine. Wow, jeez. That hunter has had a bad day. Yeah, these are awful. But still, there's some nice cards in there that I can probably sell for an okay price. Let me put that to the side. I also purchased these. This is like a deck with like, I think I'll just keep it as a deck because maybe I can play against some people with it. I don't know if it's a good deck or whatever, or how it works actually, but I could figure it out, I guess. And then here's some more English modern cards. Just a lot of GXs. Here we have Shuckle GX, and this is why I bought the little collection, the Umbreon. I think it's a nice card, and I don't have it yet, so I figured I'd pick it up. I didn't even know this Shining Genesect was in it, so that's a nice bonus, and these are just some Holos from Shining Legends, I think, most of them. Okay, so let's have a look at this little stack right here. We have some Shadowless trainers, and a Shadowless Diglett, a Vaporeon. Oh, that seems to be in really good shape. That's nice. These cards all seem to be in really good condition. So we have Pika. There's just some jungle, more jungle. There's a Jigglypuff. Two of the Eevees. Okay, the camera doesn't want to focus, but there we go. And we have 3 Snorlax. That's kind of nice. So these came with this little binder, so I think there's also some cards in the binder, but I'm not sure. Okay, I'm gonna grab this one off the table because otherwise I might damage it, which I don't want to, because these are like pack fresh actually. They're maybe not perfect, but they're good. They're in really good condition. And right here we have one that's also just very nice. There is a Shadowless Squirtle. I think it looks pretty good. For Shadowless cards, just random, it looks pretty good. And here's some more Shadowless. I'll look at the back as well. Yeah, these look like almost pack fresh. There's like a little scuffs on the back, but pretty much like, well, pretty good. And here we have a rare Devolution Spray. Once again, these all look pretty decent. Then here we have some regular base set cards. Oh, and we have a holographic Wigglytuff, which also is, from what I can tell, in really good condition. I'll sleeve that one instantly, because otherwise I might damage it. that to the side. And here we have a Mr. Mime, also in very good condition. I think these are pretty much just pack fresh when I look at it like this. Like, there's a little binder, and I think there might be some cards in there, but I don't know. Oh no, actually there's no cards in there. I was already wondering, like, these are all the cards that were shown in the in the pictures, so I was like, well, that would be kind of weird if there's even more cards in the binder. But I think the binder itself is kind of nice. It's also one of the reasons why I purchased this. Wow, these are really good. They're just really, really clean. I was expecting them to have like scratches and stuff, but pretty happy with this purchase. Yeah, these are all just pack fresh cards. We have a unlimited Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and 2 of the Butterfrees. So yeah, this a small lot of just old English cards. Actually gonna stack them up and put them to the side. So here's the little binder that came with it. The binder also looks really nice. This feels really weird, this stuff. It's really soft and like sticky almost. Like, I don't know if I'd really want to put cards in here, because I feel like they would really stick to the binder, to the plastic. But yeah, really nice binder. It's still in really good condition. So happy to pick that one up. I don't really collect binders, but something like that is always nice to pick up. I purchased these 3 for like, I don't really remember how much, but it wasn't very much. So I figured these always do very well, and I'm actually gonna replace the sleeves because they're just the absolute worst. And there's even like sticky tape on the top of the cards. So let's have a look at the condition. Wow, that looks pretty clean. Very nice. It's not really PSA material, but it's still a very nice near mint Bente. Maybe the other ones are even better, I don't know. I'll have to look. This one looks really clean on the front, so I might be sending this one off to PSA. The back also looks really clean. Yeah, this one actually might be going to PSA. I'll have to look it over like later, but I'll put them here in the back. So usually what else I do is, like, if I purchase something and I'm like, well, okay, I'm just buying these 3 cards, like for example, and they said like, oh, it's like in good condition, and well, I never really buy like a lot instantly. Okay, so you can see here that there's a little binder or a little ding on the card, which is fine because it was described that 2 of the cards were like a little bit played and the other one was really nice. So assuming they were talking about that one. But like what I would do now is probably after this video I'll go and look up this seller and see if he's selling anything else and describes it as like in good condition, because then they might be just like the really good one. So I just picked these ones up. Like, I don't have this golem yet, and I don't think I have these cards either yet. They were pretty cheap. Like, I don't really know the prices on those cards, but I figured, well, let's just pick them up and have a look. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a Scyther. I can see that there's some wear on the bottom, so these are not like perfect condition. That's fine. I think I didn't pay very much for this. I think for this lot I paid like 30, maybe 40, 50, I don't remember. But there's quite a few good cards in here. Like, you have the Bird Trio, even though this one is from base set and not fossil. And here you have even more. Oh, we do have the fossil one, so I could sell this as a complete set. And then we also have these two. So that's pretty nice. And right here we have a really weird sleeve. Well, as you can see here, we have a no symbol. Okay, so these are really... What's going on with this one? Well, it does have a rarity symbol, so it's like that's probably just going into the junk pile somewhere. I have so many of these Ursaring, like a lot. Okay, but let's get onto this one. A very nice purchase. I don't think it's in perfect condition, but I think it's in decent shape. I didn't have one yet, and this is one of the cards that I've always really wanted to have. So I'm just gonna get it out of the sleeve to check the condition. I think I paid like 100, maybe 100 euros or dollars for this. Oh, it's actually in pretty good condition. Like, still there's some wear on it, but it's in pretty good shape. I don't see the MASAKI marks, like the marks that were put on the card from the binder. So this, honestly, it looks really nice. I think it might be like a 7 or an 8 if I were to grade these. So yeah, pretty nice. I'll put that in the background as well, if he actually wants to stay there. So, this, like you could see before, I had the really played Pikachu. This one also just really beat up Foulplume, but the reason I bought that was because of the Shadowless Hitmonchan. It's really played, and I knew that, but this was like I think like $20 or something, so I was like, well, there's also some holos. I'll just sell the holos and I'll keep the Shadowless Hitmonchan. And here we have, oh, this one is actually kind of nice. Really nice swirl on the rocket scissor. Like, not in perfect condition like the cards were yesterday, but still pretty okay. Like, I would sell these as like light play or played, I don't know. But there's still quite a big market for it here in the Netherlands. This is why I bought this collection, or this like little lot of, like, I think it was like 7 cards. Like, I have one of these in my binder already, but it's really played. So I figured I'd just pick this one up because it did seem to be a lot better condition. And there's a random Empoleon here. Not really sure why, and a Herdiate. So we have a small little pouch, and I think these are pretty much all Hitmonchan from base, and there's one Rocket's Hitmonchan in here, I think. Yeah, there we go, one Rocket Hitmonchan. More of those. They're not no symbol, I think. Yeah, they all do have the symbol, but for like the price I picked them up, I think I paid like 20 euros for this, for those 5. And the base set cards are selling for a decent price, so I figured, well, why not? I'll just slowly sell them to people who are looking to complete a base set. Here we have 2 cards, but the reason I purchased these was because of these cards. And honestly, once again, condition looks really good. Like, not perfect, but I'm really happy with this. Like, there's a little scuffing and like a wear on the back, but in general, very nice. So I think in like yesterday, or I don't know when I post these videos, in the other video I talked about pretty much just keeping all of these Holo exclusives for the Japanese side, because you probably know, or maybe you don't know, like this card in the English series is not a holographic card, it's just a rare. So I'll probably just keep all of those because I think they're pretty cool. And like, I couldn't sell them for like a high premium, so I'm just like, well, if they're pretty unique, so I'm just gonna keep them like they are. Okay, so we have a little stack of cards back here. I think this is like the last from this purchase block. So we have really played, and once again, yeah, this is very played. From the base set Poliwrath. Here we have 3 Pikachu. I think this is the promo card, which is like the first card released. I'm not sure, but I think this is maybe the first card ever released for the regular Pokemon TCG. Not sure though, so don't quote me on that. But here we have the Machamp. This one I knew that was really creased, but the other cards in this collection should be better. I think it's like 47 different holos. Like they're played condition, but I didn't pay that much for it. So I'm hoping that there are some nice ones in here. And I think that the cards in this little purchase were pretty decent, or at least the Pokemons in the cards themselves were pretty nice. So they do look pretty damaged, which is a bit unfortunate, but I think we got very lucky yesterday with the other purchase. So these just come from Yahoo auctions, I think. Like it didn't do any fancy, like, and these are not from like a special place. Like all of these cards that you see today are pretty much from Yahoo auctions. Oh, there's a nice card, a Rocket's Mewtwo. And another base Hitmonchan, which looks a bit nicer. So yeah, quite a few cards today, but a bit shorter than yesterday. Okay, there's like just stacks of cards that I still have to go through. Like these are like old bulk cards, but they're all pretty much like modern bulk, so I don't really. Yeah, I'm not gonna show you all on that on video because it's really not interesting. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll see you some other time.